okay to shed some tears. It's okay to feel bad, but it's not okay to take your life. Please, a request to all my students, teachers, and everybody concerned with Silver Point School and students of colleges and schools. Please don't give up so easily. Do not say, I quit and give up your life. It is too precious. Please call Lifeline Foundation volunteers. Speak to them about your problems. They will help you out. Speak to any mental health professionals, but please don't give up on life. This is the only prayer that we have for World Suicide Prevention Day, which is on 10th September. Please call about the numbers which will be coming in after our presentation. Please call any volunteer at any time if you're feeling down and you're not in the right sense of mind. Please speak to them and give life another chance. Thank you.
Even the darkest night will end and the sun will rise. My name is Srishti Harsha. I am of class 12 Commerce, and today I am going to speak on the topic World Suicide Prevention Day. World Suicide Prevention Day is an awareness day observed on 10th September every year in order to provide worldwide commitment and action to prevent suicides with various activities around the world since 2003. Suicide has a number of complex and unrelated and underlying contributing factors that can contribute to the fulfilling of pain and hopelessness. Having access to means to kill oneself, most typically firearms, poisons, and medicines. We should never let a stumble in the road be the end of our journey. No matter what, always keep smiling and keep facing.
World Suicide Prevention Day is an awareness day observed on 10th September every year in order to provide worldwide commitment and action to prevent suicides with various activities around the world since 2003. I would like to give an example that happened recently in our country. As we all know, the big Bollywood star Mr. Sushant Singh Rajput committed suicide. The question that still looms large is that even when a lot of people somewhere felt that Sushant was not doing alright and that he was posting about fleeting life and negotiating between the two, why was he left all alone during the lockdown to cope with the devils inside his head? Why didn't even a single person persistently reached out to him when he was struggling with suicidal thoughts? The truth is, Sushant wasn't alone in dealing with this omnipresent devil, as 300 million people are struggling with depression globally. According to National Mental Health Survey, 1 in 20 Indians suffer from depression, and India has the highest suicidal rate in Southeast Asia. In fact, as per recent data by World Health Organization, India is the most depressed country in the world. Death by suicide, log kya kahenge, is literally killing us. Thank you.
On this observation of World Suicide Prevention Day, I, Priya Mondal of Class 12 Science of Silver Point School, want to deliver some words. World Suicide Prevention Day is an awareness day observed on 10th of September every year in order to provide worldwide commitment and various actions to prevent suicide with activities around the world since 2003. The International Association for Suicide Prevention collaborates with the World Health Organization and the World Federation for Mental Health to host World Suicide Prevention Day. Of all the factors that can influence a person's decision to commit suicide, the most common one is severe depression. Depression can make people feel great emotional pain and loss of hope, making them unable to see another way to relieve the pain other than ending their own lives. Other situations can include academic failure, being arrested or imprisoned, job loss, financial problems, end of a close friendship or romantic relationship, and loss of social status. Remember, depression, anxiety, and panic attacks are not signs of weakness. These are signs of trying to remain strong for far too long. Let us share support for mental health awareness and show those who are suffering that they are not alone, as 1 in 3 of us will suffer with this at some point in our lives and will need love and support. Thus, I want to conclude by saying that when you are in a dark place, you think you have been buried, but you have actually been planted. Thank you.
World Suicide Prevention Day is an awareness day observed on 10 September every year in order to provide worldwide commitment and action to prevent suicide, with various activities around the world since 2003. The International Association for Suicide Prevention collaborates with the World Health Organization and the World Federation for Mental Health to host World Suicide Prevention Day. In 2011, an estimated 40 countries held awareness events to make the occasion. According to WHO's Mental Health Atlas, released in 2014, no low-income country reported having a national suicide prevention strategy, while less than 10% of lower middle-income countries and almost a third of upper middle and high-income countries had.
World Suicide Prevention Day is observed on 10 September each year to promote worldwide action to prevent suicides. Various events and activities are held during this occasion to raise awareness that suicide is a preventable cause of premature death. World Suicide Prevention Day gives an organization, government agencies and individuals a chance to promote awareness regarding suicide, mental illness associated with suicide, as well as suicide prevention. Organizations like WHO or World Health Organization plays a key role in this event. Thank you.
Good evening. 10th of September is celebrated as the Suicide Prevention Day. I, Nandita Rai Chaudhary, a teacher from Silver Point School, would like to give a message on behalf of my school to support the movement, because we believe that life is precious and it should not be lost for trifle reasons. To say, biologically, we are born of our parents, but spiritually, it is said that life is the gift of God. He makes life possible, and it is He who can take away his gift of life from us. As the Bible says, Jesus said, I am life and I am the way. So it is not for us to end the life, the joy of living given to us. Suicide is an act of cowardice, an act of the weak minds who do not take up the challenges of life to move ahead. My dear young friends, look around you and you will see the beauty of life. Learn to count the blessings that life has given you, not harp on what you have not got. In our school, every morning when we had our assembly, we used to have the school choir singing a prayer song for us. One of my favorite songs was, count your blessings, count them one by one, and you will see what the Lord has done. Look at life in a positive way, and its beauty will open up in front of you.
Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever-widening thought and action. But what happens when the mind fears? When the mind captures him and controls him and whispers in his ears, yes, you are a failure, a failure, a failure. When somebody commits suicide, we the common people shout, why didn't he tell us that he was depressed? He did. He told us when he started hiding in his room. He told us when he told something always scratches him and bleeds most of the time. He told us when he said that he wasn't hungry, and when he started pinning down the clothes which was bought for him. He told us when he stopped doing his works, when he never wanted to attend school and locked himself in his bedroom at night. He told us when he said that he could not sleep without pills. He told us. The thing about depression is that it's quiet. It isn't loud. And the reason we couldn't hear was only because we were not really listening. On the basis of WHO facts, nearly 8 lakhs people every year die by suicide. Furthermore, for each suicide, there are more than 20 suicide attempts which have a ripple effect that impacts on families, friends, colleagues, communities, and society. Working together to prevent suicide, a theme given by International Association for Suicide Prevention, will help us as a guide and will motivate us to contribute in preventing suicide and to be a listener to those who really needs help. Not only 10th of September, but each and every day, we as the public, we as organizations, as legislators and members of societies must work collaboratively in a coordinated fashion with integrated strategies to be that help which can save many lives. Thank you. This is Manjishta Chatterjee from Silver Point School.